Hey, thank you for clicking on this link. I am Dr. Cummings, founder of Minding My Business Kingdom School. I'm really excited to share with you the concept of this business breakfast meeting on Saturday, the 22nd of June, 2024. I am bringing business people, entrepreneurs, and gifted people together. It has come to my attention that there are a lot of business people who have businesses that are stagnant and they are not generating income. Unfortunately, the majority of individuals are content with just surviving from paycheck to paycheck or just getting by a mere salary. However, when I look at this from a kingdom perspective, the mandate from God is for us as sons of God to have dominion. This is for you, all entrepreneurs. If you have a small business, a large business, or you have a gift and you want to know how to move from gift to dominion, this is the platform and this is the arena for you. Join us as we come together on Saturday, the 22nd of June, 2024 at the Bon Air Community Center. Share this opportunity with someone where we are bringing like-minded, business gifted people together to discuss moving from gift to dominion. It's time for dominion. Shalom. See you on the inside.
Yes, sir. Afternoon.
What's up, Keyshawn?
I'm good, and you?
I'm blessed, man. All right, folks. Those of you who are on, welcome to Minding My Business Personal Development Platform with Keyshawn and Ian. Those of you who are on, we have been out for a while. Decided to just jump back on because a lot of folks have been calling and asking for when are we coming back on. So those of you who are on, I want you to text someone, tag someone, but invite someone to come on and just put in the chat, let us know where you are coming in from. Let us know where you are coming in from, okay? Just check your area, what part of Trinidad, what part of the Caribbean, what part the world that you are coming to see. Vanessa is on. Good to have you on, Vanessa. It's a while. All right. Okay, just text, just let us know what part of Trinidad you're coming in from, what part of the Caribbean, or what part of the world you are coming in from. Again, welcome to Minding My Business, right? Personal development platform. We talk about where we discuss faith and finance and different aspects of your personal growth for success, all right? And my good friend Keyshawn is ready for us tonight, okay? Tonight we're going to be talking about the whole poverty and abundance mindset. All right, abundance mindset. So this discussion is going to be really, really amazing. So I want you to just prep yourself, text someone, but get ready for what we're about to get into on tonight. All right, let's see. I see Joshua is on. All right, Kevon, right, House of Dukes. Okay, all right. So, Keyshawn, how are you, sir? It's a while.
I'm good, sir. And you?
I'm blessed. I'm really blessed. I'm really excited about even the session we are going to do tonight, even the discussion, and even some of the things that we have coming in the future. We know we have our business breakfast meeting that is coming on. It's going to be next week, Saturday. I hope those of you are on your register, okay? Because if you don't register, you're not going to be on the inside. We want you to register so that secure your spot and secure your place. So Keyshawn, as I always do before I jump into, let us know what has been happening on your side. Let's give us a little feedback on some things.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, on my side is massive production. The team is growing, the team is building. Right. We're bringing the automated software to, many persons right here on the shores locally. Trinidad and Tobago, by extension, the Caribbean world. We do plan to travel the wider region very soon. I think in the next 90 to 120 days, we should be touching down probably in St. Lucia or Grenada or Guyana, if not all before the ending of the year. So a lot of growth is taking place, not just in the business, but in the leaders, right? The leaders is taking it very serious, always showing up, always coming out to trainings twice a week. So they are committed. We are committed to growing there before we go there, as you like to put it.
Yes. I've been looking at some of the stuff you all have been doing. It's been really, really impactful. I love the commitment. I love the consistency. And I love the result that you all are getting in terms of individuals are growing, but in the area of finance multiplying and tapping into those streams of income. All right. So I'm really, really, really. So I'm here. I'm plugged in, but I'm outside doing my thing, supporting. All right.
Yeah.
So let's take a look at the chat. Again, let's give us some kind of house rules. So you're on. So you communicate with us on the chat. The chat is on the screen here. So when we are in this discussion tonight, we ask that you share your comment, your response, your feedback, your takeaway. All right, I'm going to be looking at the chat. I'll also be putting some of the stuff there. So we have tonight, we have Shagonas is on, South Trinidad is on, all right. Where is Trinidad? How is that? Ethiopia is on, all right. Sandy Grande is in the house.
Yeah.
Let's see what we have again. I mean, some of these are Starbucks. All right. Starbucks. We're promoting Starbucks. Starbucks is in the house. Well, Vanessa is there. Let me see who we have. Brian, trying to big up on Spain. Belmont is in the house.
Anthony House.
Wonderful. Diego Martin. All right. We have Amanda Kuva is in the house. Saparia. Do we have any folks from different country, next country? Faizabad is in the house. All right, yes. Okay. Miss Wright is in the house. Miss Wright is never wrong. Right.
That's Millennial Right.
Yeah, Millennial Right. Good. Wonderful. All right. So, folks, we do an hour. We may go a little bit over on tonight, but we have been off the platform for a while. I've been doing my stuff. Keisha has been doing his thing. We decided to jump back on because I know some of the folks have been asking, when are we coming back on? What are we doing? I know we have folks from Jamaica, from Netherlands, in America, different parts of the world. So tonight, let's jump into it, Keishon. And I know I shared a flyer. You know how I go with this topic. Okay, I want to really get into, and I hope we could do a continuation in this topic in terms of the poverty mindset and the abundance mindset.
Yeah.
All right. So my first statement I'm going to make tonight basically is, and I'm going to share this with you. The first statement I'm going to make is real poverty is not in the size of your pocket, but in the size of your mind.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me run it again for those of you who are on. We are dealing with the poverty mindset and the abundance mindset. And my first statement, I want to introduce this whole discourse or discussion tonight is by stating, in fact, real poverty is not in the size of your pocket, but in the size of your mind. Yeah. All right. Keishon, you just want to just plug out something in there for me before we go.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. Most persons, wasn't taught to attach what's in their pocket to what's in their mind.
Right.
And most persons want to grow what's in their pocket without growing what's in their mind. I mean, we would have had many discussions whereby people, look at others who have abundance or wealth or riches, and they try to receive what they have in their hands rather than going after what's in their head. Yeah. So we always start by highlighting to those that if you want to increase what's in the pocket, you have to first increase what's in your mind.
Yes.
And even when you look at it from that standpoint with regard to lack or limitation, it's the exact same thing. If you lack moolah, it's because you lack info.
Yes, that's true. So, folks, you hear our topic tonight with the poverty mindset and the abundance mindset. Now, Keyshawn, and we love to have. Yes, we teach on the platform, but we love the discussion. We love to share, and we love to kind of like be real with the discussions that we are having.
Yeah.
Now, whenever you hear the topic or the discussion on poverty, okay, sometimes a lot of people, what they do, they measure poverty, all right, by someone physical, what somebody possess physically, or what they lack, right? So the minute you hear poverty, you begin to look at what the person possess, all right, or what they lack, what they possess. Okay. Also, whenever we begin to talk on the topic of poverty, and this is what I normally say, Keyshawn, that whenever you begin to mention poverty or money or wealth, the demon of poverty always rises his head.
Yeah.
Because somebody's always stepping up to say some kind of thing, or we're talking about money too much, or everything is money, money, money. All right. But you should take yourself and go to the grocery and take up some things and you don't have money to pay. What's the issue there? Okay. It is a necessity.
Yeah.
But it's also what we are addressing tonight is to say that poverty is a mindset. And I know it's a statement we hear across the board, but let's break it down a little bit. Okay. Yeah. So most of the time, people measure poverty by someone's physical possession or what somebody lack. All right. But I believe that's a shallow estimation or description of what poverty is.
Yeah.
What do you think, Kish?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I could safely say, because I came from an environment where, it was a lot of what we call poverty consciousness.
Right.
And I've known a lot of persons from small growing up that associates with poverty. I could literally tell a lot about someone from casual conversation as to if their mind is associated with the abundance mindset, or if their mindset is associated with a poverty mindset. And there's no neutral grounds between them both.
Okay.
It's either you associate with abundance or you associate with lack and limitation. And, I tell persons it's about, well, I learned this from you, right? The M&Ms, the mind and the mouth, and then the T and the T, which is the talk and the think, because whatever's in the mind is going to come out of the mouth, and whatever is in the talk is a reflex of what's in the thoughts.
Yes, yeah.
You can tell a lot about someone by what they talk, because it's what they think. You can tell a lot about someone by what comes out of the mouth, because that's exactly what's in the mind. So you're able to identify the differences, the distinct difference actually between someone who has a abundance consciousness and then somebody who's vibrating on a poverty consciousness. Whether or not they are aware, those who have eyes to see would usually see, and those who have ears to hear would usually hear the echo of the difference in mindsets.
That's good. That's good, Keyshawn, and that's key point. And you said something there. Let me just plug it in. Also, the mind is also connected to the mouth.
Yeah.
Okay. Because what comes out of the mouth is as a result of what's in the mind.
Exactly.
Okay. So this is why the restructuring of your thoughts and what you're thinking is so critical. Okay. Now let's continue on this journey. Okay. So I said to you that if you're estimating or evaluating poverty based on what someone possesses, okay, their lack or what they have, poverty is determined. Poverty is not determined by your possession or lack. Hear me? Poverty is not determined by your possession or by your lack. Poverty is rather, it's a state of mind.
Yeah.
All right. And I want you all to get at somebody put some stuff up in the chat there. It's a state of mind. And you know, Keyshawn, I started to look at the word state. All right. And if you look at the word state, you could get state, you could get condition. Mindset is so poverty is literally as a result of how your mind is structured.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a state or condition of your mind. So the first approach is what is the condition of your mindset? I remember the first statement I made. I said, real poverty is not in the size of your pocket, but in the size of your mind. You see, and most people, majority of individuals, when they're going to pursue, they always pursue what? The money, the bag.
Things, yeah.
Right? Okay, we have a saying, they say you pursue the hands, right, and not the head. But if you're wise based on our discussion tonight, you really have to go after the mind, okay, and not the head. So
Correct.
poverty is not determined by your possession or lack. Poverty is rather a state of mind. So my question, what is the state of your mind? The first thing in terms of if someone's going to move from poverty to abundance, from lack to abundance, is not so much giving them the money, all right? but what is really needed is the reconstruction or the shifting of their mindset.
Correct.
That is important. Okay? Poverty is the state of, so it's not the amount of wealth your mind is, it is the amount of wealth. Here it is the amount of wealth your mind is capable to conceive. All right? Or just to simply put it, the size of your mind determines the size of your pocket.
Yeah.
Okay? The size of your mind determines the size of your pocket.
Correct.
This is why, and you know what? When I was doing this chat and this study, I started to think about the expanding of your thinking capacity, your mindset. Your mindset got to expand. You have to think large and think big. Okay, because most individuals, when they start off with what we call a scarcity mindset.
Yeah.
Or a scarcity mentality. Okay, because they're thinking small, they're speaking small, because and it's as a result of their mindset. Okay, you want to plug it in there?
I mean, you could go right ahead. I'm listening as well.
All right. All right. So let's plug it again. Let the folks are saying, hey, Dion, Suriname is in the house. Good to have you on, Dion. Okay. So it's not the amount of wealth in your mind. Okay. It is the amount of wealth your mind is capable to conceive.
Yeah.
So if it's based on that, then what happened now? I have now to begin to expand my thinking capacity.
Correct.
Okay, so my mindset, the state of my mind will have to shift. So the size of your mind determines the size of your pocket.
Correct.
Right. So when someone is shifting from poverty to prosperity or poverty to abundance, is really, here they say, is really the capacity of the mind that needs to be expanded.
Exactly.
Right. Folks, I want you all to really catch this. Okay, if you're going to move from poverty to abundance, poverty to wealth, okay, the shifting of that from poverty to prosperity is really the capacity of the mind that needs to expand. Your thinking got to expand. So it's not so much the money, because, for instance, if someone has let's say a scarcity mindset or a poverty mindset, and you give them $20,000. What are they going to do with that? They don't have the capacity, right, to really structure and to multiply that money.
Exactly.
Most if you have a scarcity or a poverty mindset, you're going to squander that money. You're going to spend that money in about a week time or 2 days time. That money will be over. So if you're going to really help someone, okay, the approach is not so much giving them money.
It's not.
No. and sometimes what happens, most individuals come for the money. You're going for the money. You want the bag.
Yeah.
But if I'm going to help you, discussion like these, information like these, knowledge like this is really, really important. All right, because it's the shifting from poverty to prosperity is expanding the capacity of the mind. Your mind needs to expand.
Yeah.
Then the question now, what do we do to expand our mind? What do we do to expand our thinking capacity? Mm-hmm. Okay. You know, the Bible says, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he.
So is he.
Okay. So the result you're getting is as a result of your thinking. Exactly. Okay. So if you should examine the results you're getting, okay. And most people, this is what I love, Kishore. Most people sometimes what they do, they want to change their behavior. Now, hear me with this. Now, I'm not saying don't change your behavior. Okay, but if your behavior change and your mindset is not changed, then you're not going to get the result that you want to get.
Exactly.
Okay, so then you need what you need the tools that is necessary for the shifting of your mindset.
Correct. Must be an alignment.
It got to be. So when you understand that now, you spend more time thinking, you spend more time what it is that you're reading. And I will just plug this in here, Kishore, because what books are you reading? That's one. The environment that you put yourself in.
Correct.
Okay. Now, I was doing a study this week, Kishore, and I heard someone said that atmosphere is stronger than hereditary things.
Yeah.
Now, hear me this. You know, sometimes we inherit things in our gene, our DNA. Okay. Yeah. But this is scientifically proven also. He said, your atmosphere is more powerful than hereditary stuff. So then why? And the reason why I'm saying that is because the atmosphere is part of what you put yourself in for the shifting of your mindset. So number one, what books are you reading? 2, who is your mentor? Number 3, what information that is coming in? What environment? And then what are you experiencing? Okay? Because you have to, Kishon, you have to give yourself those experiences. You have to put yourself in that arena where you're going to begin to experience wealth, where you're going to begin to experience prosperity, where you're going to begin to experience things on a different level. Because remember, you're shifting your mindset and you're changing your mindset.
Yeah.
Okay? Go ahead, Kishon.
I just want to add, believe, conceive, receive, and achieve. That's the formula right there. You know, it really starts in the mind. Believe, conceive, achieve, and receive. And most persons just want to receive, and what they don't realize is that's nothing more than a reflection of their belief system.
Okay.
It's nothing more than a reflection of what they conceptualize.
Right.
You know, so it's believe, conceive, achieve, and receive.
That's powerful there. That's powerful. I think I heard this guy Eminitier had said that in one of his book, right? Believe, conceive, receive, achieve. Believe, conceive, achieve. And folks, and these are some of the principles that you really have to get a hold of.
Yeah.
Right. So the size of your mind is directly proportional to the size of your pocket.
Correct.
Right. Now, and I'm going to say this, and I'm going to let you know this. It don't really matter how dry and empty your pocket is. All right. So if you are wealthy in your mind, soon your wealthy mind will reflect in your pocket.
Yeah.
Okay. You know that statement you say, Kishon, which is real powerful. If you cannot make money without money, you cannot make money with money.
Exactly.
All right. Now, this is real stuff here, folks. Because most of the time, again, when you meet individuals, that they want the money. Okay. And you want to yes, it's important. Okay. But the restructuring and the shifting and the changing of the development of your mindset is more important than you getting that money in your hand.
For sure.
Because if you don't have the mindset, you're not going to keep it. You're not going to multiply it. You will not do what is necessary with it.
And like, for example, just to validate that even on a practical level, like if the average man was to look around their home, their house, what they're going to see is most of the stuff that they paid for didn't exist within the last 100 years. And where it came from was someone else's mind. Like the laptop we're using, like the cell phone that we're using, like probably some of the shoes, some of the clothing that we have. It didn't exist in the last 100 years, but we paid for these things. In other words, what we did is we paid for somebody else's idea. We paid for what somebody else believed, conceived, they put work behind it. Take a look at the watch we have on. I mean, imagine being able, my watch is practically a phone. I could do the exact same things on my phone, on my watch.
Right.
That didn't exist 100 years ago, right? But we paid, and we paid pretty pennies for these things. And that is why we tell persons, when you tap into, the abundance mindset, what the science of getting rich highlights is that you don't need to compete. What you need to do is tap into create, because out of the mind, is where creation begins. But you have to believe in that concept first, to conceive that concept, to work and apply those concepts to the point where you could receive, the monetary reward for the value exchange of whatever concept that you plan to bring to the world.
That's powerful. That's powerful, Kishore. Let's say what some of the folks are saying on the platform. Somebody says, "Hey, everyone, quick question to participate in the program in the age limit." All right, I'm not
the
sure.
age limit. To the cradle, to the grave. From the cradle
to the cradle to the grave. That's good. All right. I say, thank you. The capacity of your mind to expand will move from poverty to abundance. That's important. Folks, you got to work on your mind first. You got to work on your thinking first. I know for some of us, it's going to be discipline, it's going to be consistency, but you really have to get the tools that is necessary for the shifting of your mindset. Real change take place in the mind first. Okay? If you want lasting change that is for longevity and that will get results that will stand out, you have to change your thinking. All right? Somebody said, I believe, conceive, achieve, receive, my hands. That's good. That's good. All right, to withdraw. Let's jump back in. So now what we are literally saying, for those of you who know, we're dealing with a poverty mindset, abundant mindset. All right, we're just chatting here all tonight. And I'm saying now, it doesn't matter how much money you give a man with a poverty mindset, he will still fall back into poverty.
For sure.
Okay, so what we are establishing, it's going to fall back there. It's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time, right? So we are establishing some of these things. Now, this explains now the statistics reveals that 90% of all those who win huge amounts of money in lottery go bankrupt after a few years.
Yeah.
That is 90%. That is a statistic. Why? Why it is that? Why it is someone will win 30, 100, 500 million, and in 5 years' time he has nothing? Why? It's not really the money, but if you have the mind to keep it, to structure, to multiply, to maintain it, that is going to be a real problem. All right. To be rich, you must be rich in your mind first. I'm going to say it again. To be rich, you must be rich where? In your mind first. Get a rich mind. Then your mind now, which basically is a soil. So you have to cultivate your mind. All right. You got to cultivate your mind. You got to do what is necessary for your mind to begin to produce on that level. All right. It says, if not, it is eventually become rich on one side without being rich on the other side. All right. Two things are bound to happen to people in this category, Keyshawn. All right. They either lose wealth, or the wealth ends up destroying them.
Yeah.
Okay. They lose it or destroy it because they really cannot handle it. They cannot manage it. Okay. They cannot manage it. And that statistics will tell you that. And this is usually the case with most, like for instance, you see it with superstars, you see it with when indulging what you call dependency on a different kind of drugs and all that stuff. So it's whole, because remember, money magnifies who you are.
Exactly. Correct.
Right? Those things were there before, but you didn't have the money to do it. So now you get the money magnify who you are, because it gives you access, and it is able to create and seize opportunities.
Exactly. It's like a gun.
Yeah, what's that? Come on.
It's like a gun.
Come on, I didn't hear you.
It's like a gun. You
Okay.
place a gun in someone who has the intent to secure the borders. The borders is going to be secure. But you put a gun in the hands of someone who decides to be a criminal. So it's a weapon. Money is a weapon that amplifies your intent. As you rightfully said, it's just like a gun.
It's just like that. All right. Now, what I want to touch now, Keisha, I want to touch the quick rich scheme concept. Now, and the reason why, folks, I want to touch this because when it comes to abundance or riches, okay, your number one pursuit should not be how to make quick physical cash by any means possible.
Yeah.
Now we're going to say this again. When it comes to living in abundance, when it comes to wealth, when it comes to that kind of stuff, your number one pursuit should not be how to make quick physical cash. All right, by any means possible. Because if you understand the law of money, you realize that it's a process and there are principles.
Correct.
Okay? You have to be really stay away from the quick rich scheme.
Yeah.
All right. Getting rich, you will not get rich quick. You will not become unless you have a wealthy family and then leave a whole inheritance for you. Okay. But the quick rich, you will not be able to get rich quick. There's a process. It's going to take time.
Correct.
And most individuals don't like to go through the process. They want it now, instantaneous. The quick age we're living in, the microwave, they call them generation.
Yeah.
Be careful. Stay away from folks who tell you, put $100 and next week you're getting 1 million. And then when the person who's telling you that it's not working for them, you're seeing it not working for them. Because if it was working, the person who is coming to tell you that, I mean, come on, you're putting 100 and next week, 2 weeks, you're getting 1 million. And you get all excited. And those of you on, there are many folks, Kishon, and the reason why I'm touching this, because a lot of folks get hurt with this.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. You get hurt because you didn't take advice, you wanted it quick. Okay. And then when real opportunities present itself, you miss out because you had bad experiences with people coming to you and you judge all other experience based on the past experience that you had.
I could account for some real experiences. Let me just share, right? So online right now, there's a lot of persons that will take my pictures, my videos, and operate with the audience online like if they are me. Okay. And for some strange reason, I've heard many stories from persons who sent money to people purporting themselves to be me, a lot of money. And, you know, I would usually ask, did you ever come on a live Zoom with me? Have you ever met me in person? And obviously the answer is no, right? Because it's not me. Mm-hmm. But when I go deeper into what was being said to these people, usually it's a situation where the spammers or the scammers saying, listen, if you give me, let's say, $3,000, we're going to give you back $300,000 in the next 2 months or 30 days. Wow. Now, these same persons would usually have a problem to bring, let's say, 3,600 to allow that to multiply probably twice for an entire year. Right. And they will breaks from turning the same amount of money, right? Into double into a 12-month period, but they will usually find the money to give a scammer who told them that they could get 100 times or 1,000 times the money in 30 days or 60 days. Like, this is real as real can be, because I usually ask myself, how on earth could these people give money away thinking they're giving money to me? And most times after they realize they were scammed, they will then find my right profile.
Wow. Then find it after.
Yeah, they won't take time to do digging or diligence before they give away the money, you know. But after they gave away the money and they start doing digging, they start doing diligence, then they realize that they were dealing with someone purporting themselves to be me. And as you rightfully say, it's because the average man out there has this desire to gain something in exchange for nothing.
Yeah.
So the promises that these scammers are extending it seems so lucrative that even if they don't have 3,600, they find it.
Wow.
Because they're expecting to get 30 or 300,000 in 30 days. But if the real Kishon was to say, hey, Bring 3,600 and have it multiply in 12 months or 24 months or 36 months. They don't have money for that. I just wanted to put that out because that's
good info. Folks, I hope you all are really getting this. Thanks, Kishore. Look, somebody said, bro, I almost did that. Thank God my sis saved me.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, listen to me. You're not going to get rich quick. And most of the people who do those things, they are desperate.
Yeah.
Desperate people do desperate things. Okay? You make a desperate decision. Why? Because you're in a bind. Anyone coming to you and telling you stories like that is not going to happen.
Correct.
Okay? Money, when it comes to wealth and finance and the abundance, it's a process. And most of the time, it's like this. It's like this, Kishore. It's like taking a seed and planting it in the ground. All right. And the seed now has to go through its process.
Exactly.
And it takes time, different season. It's the same thing when it comes to wealth, when it comes to riches and abundance. It's going to take time. But most of the individuals, sometimes they don't want to take that time. They want it instant.
One time.
Okay.
So I tell persons, don't try to get rich quick. Get rich for sure.
Get rich for sure.
Yeah, don't try to get rich. Get rich for sure.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
All right. So, folks, those of you are all be dealing with poverty mindset, abundant mindset. All right. You are rich in your mind if you enlarge the capacity of your mind with financial knowledge. Okay. Begin to get the knowledge on finance. There's a law, there are principles, reading books, taking courses, invest in your own personal development, know the laws. Remember, we talk about the 4 M's: make it, manage it, multiply it, and master it. There's the four laws of money. It takes time.
Yep.
All right. It takes time. All right. So let's touch a little bit now on the opportunity is in abundance. The opportunity is in abundance. Okay. Now, and the reason why I'm touching this aspect, because sometimes people feel that there's no opportunity.
Yeah.
Things hard. But I'm saying to you, there are opportunities in abundance. Poverty is not a result of lack of opportunity, but rather lack of knowledge.
Correct.
Are you hearing me? Come on, let's hear what the folks are saying. Let me run it to you again. Poverty is not a result of lack of opportunities, but rather lack of knowledge.
My people perish because of
lack of knowledge.
Correct.
Without knowledge, let me go a little further with this. Without knowledge, you cannot take advantage of an opportunity, even when it stares you in your face.
Exactly.
Woo! Or there's somebody getting that. Without knowledge, the intel, information.
Yep.
You find out, Keyshawn, most people are, when it comes to wealth, when it comes to money, they are ignorant.
Yep.
Ignorance. And here we hear the breakdown for ignorance. The first one is ignore. So you ignore knowledge.
Yeah.
And because you ignore knowledge, you become ignorant.
Exactly.
Okay? Do not ignore knowledge when it comes to wealth, when it comes to money. You need to know. Without knowledge, you cannot take advantage of the opportunity, even if it look in your face. This is why a lot of individuals get scheme and scam.
Correct. I also want to add that
Go ahead.
most persons can't take advantage of crisis. And the reason I use the word crisis is because crisis is the same word for opportunity in Chinese.
Yes, yes.
So because they're ignorant, as you rightfully said, they're unable to take advantage of the crises that's right in front of their faces, because that's the opportunity to make wealth.
Right. you know why you talking there, Kishon? If you look at that word ignorance.
Yeah.
So you have ignore, then you run.
Yeah.
Listen to me, folks. This is good stuff. Somebody said this is good stuff. This is really good stuff. All right. This is good stuff. There are a lot of opportunities. Okay. In fact, in the same place that you say, look, like for instance, people say there's no opportunities in Trinidad, then how come the outsiders coming in right where you say have no opportunity and seeing and seizing opportunities?
Correct.
All right. Because when you are, and I'll tell you this, Keisha, when someone who is in an environment of poverty and lack, what it does, it clouds your whole perspective. Because remember, you're perceived as a result of the knowledge that you have. So if you don't have knowledge on wealth, if you don't have knowledge on money, if you don't have knowledge on finance, then your perception when it comes to the opportunity, the wealth opportunity that presents itself, you will not see it or seize it. I want you to hear what we say here, folks.
Yeah.
Okay. You're not, because you don't have the knowledge. Your perception is also how you perceive things is based on the knowledge. This is why you have the word understanding, the knowledge you stand under or the knowledge you sit under.
Correct.
Okay. Understand. Do you understand? So you don't understand about wealth and money and finance. You don't understand it because you don't have the knowledge of it. Okay. Let me run this again to you. Poverty is not a result of lack of opportunity, but rather lack of knowledge. When you get in, get knowledge. When you get in, he didn't say get money. It's in the Bible. He said when you get in, he said don't get money, don't get house, don't get car. He said when you get in, get what? Knowledge.
Yeah.
Get understanding. And I hope those of you are on this discussion tonight, you really get in that. Go back to the book. Get it. Get knowledge. Get understanding. Okay? So there's no lack of opportunity. Without knowledge, you cannot take advantage of the opportunity. So opportunities are all over, but you don't have the knowledge. So you cannot take it. All right? Now, let's go a little further with this. The cure to poverty, therefore, will not be to issue money. You saw it, right? But to feed the mind with the necessary knowledge required for financial freedom.
Exactly.
I'm going to say it again. Now, I know somebody may be desperate and you're in a bind and you want to come out of it, and because you need the money to come out of a situation. But can I really tell you, come on, when you get up in the morning, the situation will be there. Tomorrow it's going to be there. It's not so much the money. The cure to poverty, all right, will not be to issue money, but to feed the mind with the necessary knowledge required for financial freedom.
For sure.
I say this for everyone, the knowledge for financial freedom. Okay? Now, take for instance, like we have charity and things. Benefiting from charity has never enriched anyone.
Correct.
I don't know this way. Benefiting from charity has never enriched anyone. It has never in history changed the status of the poor from poverty to rich, nor made poor nations wealthy. Show me a poor nation was wealthy that got charity and handout that made them rich. So benefiting from charity never enriched anyone. All right? Go ahead.
That's not a wealth formula.
No, it's not a wealth formula. Thank you, Kishon. It's not a wealth formula. So, folks, let me pause to let you know. This is why what we're doing here, I mean, be part of the family, join the movement. All right. By now, probably you will know on the 22nd, which is next week, I'm having business breakfast meeting, Kishon. And some folks, and listen to me, it's free. All right. Continental breakfast free. All right. Folks are coming in, folks are signing up. But I'm telling you, the things I'm about to share, the things I'm about to release is going to be mind shifting, because majority of individuals are really comfortable in a place of lack, comfortable living paycheck to paycheck from handout. Okay, so there's no real desire for dominion. There's no real desire for to step in that place.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So that's the whole thing. So those of you who are on, probably you sign up already, register. All right, and it's going to be amazing. I think we probably had a close off now, Kishon, because
yes.
it's a lot. There's a lot of people coming. It's going to be amazing, but we have a good time. All right. Awesome. Now let's jump back in. Okay. Now, irrespective, I was saying this, irrespective to how much the third world nations benefit from charity, all right, offers, none of those nations has ever moved from third world nation to first world nation.
Correct.
Okay, and a lot of charity, a lot of money went out to them, those third world countries, those nations. But none of them, because of charity, never moved from poverty to prosperity to wealth. Okay, because the amount they have received from charitable organization. Okay, but this is what happened. They fall back into debt, deeper debt. Folks, these information is on social media all over. Yeah. Those nations fall back into deeper debt. All right. So dependency on charity to a greater extent makes the poor comfortable in their poverty.
Exactly. It perpetuates poverty, actually.
It enhances it. Okay. So the more charity, why? Because it creates a dependency syndrome.
Yeah.
Okay. Remember the quote, Kishon? If I give you a fish, I feed you for a day. If I teach you to fish, I feed you for life. Okay. Exactly. So you have, and remember the three levels that I spoke about that. So I will give you a fish, a handout, charity. Okay. And I will feed you just every day you get fed. But we move it from there now. I'm going to teach you how to fish. Okay. So you now going and fish for yourself. You're going to do it for yourself. And then when you master that now, you want to learn how you can own the whole pond. So you control the fishing rights.
Exactly.
Because there are different levels to these things. How many of you want to control the fishing rights? Come on. Come on. Yeah. And when you control the fishing rights, Kishon, you're sleeping late, you're getting up early, you're doing anything you want. Why? Because you control the right when you fish, because you own the pond. Exactly. But I'm saying to you, this charity and handout, it perpetuates poverty in the life of individuals, because people get comfortable and they depend on a handout. All right. So what I'm saying, what did I say? I'm saying we should not be involved in charity. No, I'm not saying that. Okay, come on. The Bible said the poor you have with you always. It's more better to give than to receive. So I'm not saying that is wrong to give and to give to the poor, because there's another scripture in the Bible said, Kishon, he said, if you give to the poor, you lend to God, and God is no man debtor.
Correct.
That is something else. When you give to the poor, and I'm saying this because I need to clear this up, Kishon, because somebody may come saying you shouldn't give charity.
Yeah.
Okay. When you give to the poor, you lend to God, and God is no man debtor. So when you are giving to poor people, you are not just giving to them, but you are lending to God.
Exactly.
Right? So you become the lender, and God become the borrower. You become the lender, and God become the borrower. Correct. Now, if you put that in equation now, how you work that? And like in the natural, so the lender will say, when I want my money back, how much interest I want. Kishore, I don't think the folks ready for this one yet. so giving to the poor is good.
For sure.
All right. Now, but what I'm saying to Kishore is that rather saying is what is to put a lasting end to poverty. The poor need their minds fed and not their stomach.
Exactly.
Okay? They need their mind. But remember, as I said to you, government and politics function on that scarcity. That's how they run things. Yes. To keep the people at a bay, to always depend on them.
Yeah.
So that mindset, that handout and welfare mindset where people get hooked on, all right, and that dependency syndrome, and you get comfortable. Nobody don't want to come out of that. Why? Because the government giving me $3,000 every month or so and so. Come on.
Yeah.
But it wasn't intended to be like that. That keep you in that bind more. So if the mind can be filled with the right knowledge, there will be a shift in the mindset, and poverty will be a thing of history.
Correct.
The mind. Come on.
I remember, reading Burden of Freedom by Miles Monroe.
Yeah.
He was highlighting the significance of accessing freedom And he made mention to the Israelites when they came out of Egypt, and he was highlighting that today the governments of the world still utilize the same instruments that has always been utilized when you have slaves. He said because Israel was in bondage for 400 years and they weren't accustomed of being independent, especially financially.
Yeah.
He said God provided food for them.
Yeah.
God provided clothes for them.
Right.
God provided medication for them in the wilderness. God provided everything for them. But before they cross over to the promised land, Miles said, God ensured that a generation died in the wilderness, and then he gave Joshua, leadership role to show them how to develop a new mindset.
Yeah.
I was blown away when I read that book because it really showed me the big difference between, being free and being enslaved. And when you look at today's world, all the governments of the world, what they do is they promise the exact same things. But remember, you would never have to incentivize someone that already has homes by giving them homes. You wouldn't have to incentivize someone who already have food by promising them food. You wouldn't have to incentivize someone who already has healthcare by giving them healthcare. So these are the consistent denominators that highlights living as a slave I'm sorry to be that raw, but that's the fact.
It is.
Yeah.
That concept you mentioned with Israel and in Egypt and thing, that's a really, if you go back into that, those of you who are all familiar with the Bible, go back and to read the book of Exodus.
Yeah.
Right? That whole 430 years in slavery, when they came out of Egypt there, it was difficult for them to even possess the land.
Yeah.
Because you're talking about the people whose mindset was just had a slave mentality.
Slave mindset.
And even when they went in the wilderness, God could not even work with that people. He had to wait until they die out.
Correct. I remember Miles was like, they came out of Egypt, but Egypt wasn't out of them.
That's right. It was
and
a
he
mindset.
Said, he said God ensured that a generation, passed on so that they could have reformatted the mindset of the new. It's crazy. It's crazy.
It's there. It's there in the Bible. It's all over the Bible. All right. So, folks, I hope this session is really, helpful. All right. I know we back out with these sessions, but I'm telling you, I come back on, listen this again. It's going to be up on YouTube. All right. Remember, the mind must be properly developed, equipped with the necessary information in order to shift from poverty to abundance.
Yeah.
Okay. The mind must be properly developed. We talk about some of the tools you use to develop that mind. All right. Environment is powerful. Put yourself in the right environment, an environment that is conducive to change, an environment where the language and the conversation is on a different level.
Yeah.
All right. Where you're listening to people, not just talking at a begging level, but they're speaking at a wealth level. It impacts how you think. Okay. Right. Because your vocabulary have to change. One of the things I said to folks, I said, Keyshawn, a lot of people, as a result of that mindset, you become, they fall into what we call vocabulary victimization. Yeah, because remember, mindset, if you have a poverty mindset, remember your mind is connected to your mouth.
Yeah.
Okay? When you listen to someone speak, as a result of what's in their mind and what's in their heart.
Exactly.
Okay? So if you have a poverty mindset and a lack mindset and a scarcity mindset, then what comes out of your mouth is going to be at that level. Okay, so the shifting of your language. So most individuals are in a bind as a result of vocabulary victimization. What it is you are saying.
Yeah.
Because your mindset needs to change. So when the size of the pocket is small, our first area of focus should be the mind.
Correct.
All right. Should be what? Should be the mind. Should be the mind. Okay. Now this type of teaching, Keyshawn, I'll say, this type of teaching is what schools, the church, social groups, small groups should focus on. The mindset, the shifting of the mindset. Why? In order to bring an end to poverty, right? So our nations and in content at large could shift. Okay, the shifting of mindset is really, 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 really powerful. Really, really powerful. Okay. Now, there are several opportunities for creating wealth today. Right? But what we lack is a mind that can aid or enhance our physical eyes to recognize these opportunities and take advantage of them. Correct. Because remember, if the mind is connected to your mouth, then also you're looking at the mind, the mouth, you're looking at your eyes. In terms of, so if you have a scarcity or poverty mindset, then how you see things is going to be at a different level. Mm-hmm. What you say is going to be at a different level.
Correct.
All right. So you're seeing also the mind affects everything, Keyshawn. Okay. So you can see an opportunity in front of you, but if you have a poverty mindset, it's difficult for you to recognize the opportunity in the midst of it, because all you're going to be highlighting is the deficiencies, the flaws.
And that's why so many people only see faults and deficiencies, because operating in the back or inside of their mind is deficiencies. Remember, you could only see what's there.
This is good, man. All right. I'm going to make one more statement. And those of you on this, what is your takeaway for tonight? You know, we always ask for the takeaway. All right. And this is what I'm going to say. For the life of abundance to be obtainable, all right, by a person, the mind must be developed and equipped.
Yeah.
Okay. So for the life of abundance to be obtainable, you want abundance, you want success, you want wealth, all right? By any person, the mind must be developed and equipped. So the development of your mind is critical. That's the first area you have to focus on, shifting your mindset. Okay? So those of you who are on, just text your takeaway, because we're about to bring it in. All right. Really thank God for this session tonight. All right. Kisha, what's your takeaway tonight? What's your takeaway tonight?
Own the pawn.
Own the pawn. Somebody texted, we want to own the pawn, right? Yeah. You control the fishing rights when you own the pawn. Yes, my God. All right. Who is this? Felix, my takeaway was developed of the mind and being equipped. All right. Thank you, Kivon. Anybody else? What's your takeaway? All right. Top striker. What's your takeaway? All right. What's your takeaway? Miss Wright, what's your takeaway? Let's share your takeaway. Vanessa, what's your takeaway tonight? Abdullah, tell us your takeaway. Amanda, all right. Cheryl, Suriname, what's your takeaway? All right, somebody say, let me put up somebody takeaway, Kishon. Takeaway was developed. All right, read that one. What is this one? Poverty is as small as the mind. Right. Okay. Just text your takeaway. I know we have a delay. Somebody say, Dwayne say, mindset is key. Mindset is key. That's what we're talking about. All right. Self. All right. So Kevin, hear me, Kevin. Kishon. Well, we have the stuff coming up next week, Saturday.
Yeah.
All right. Let me just check. I can run that flyer stuff there. Sure.
Hey, thank you for clicking on this link. I am Dr. Cummings, founder of Minding My Business Kingdom School. I'm really excited to share with you the concept of this business breakfast meeting on Saturday, the 22nd of June, 2024. I am bringing business people, entrepreneurs, and gifted people together. It has come to my attention that there are a lot of business people who have businesses that are stagnant and they are not generating income. Unfortunately, the majority of individuals are content with just surviving from paycheck to paycheck or just getting by a mere salary. However, when I look at this from a kingdom perspective, the mandate from God is for us as sons of God to have dominion. This is for you, all entrepreneurs. If you have a small business, a large business, or you have a gift and you want to know how to move from gift to dominion, this is the platform and this is the arena for you. Join us as we come together on Saturday, the 22nd of June, 2024 at the Bon Air Community Center. Share this opportunity with someone where we are bringing like-minded, business-gifted people together to discuss moving from gift to dominion. It's time for dominion. Shalom. See you on the inside.
All right, Keyshawn.
Yes, sir.
So that's it there. I know you had your group pump and ready. Right, I'm ready too. It's going to be really, we're going to discuss some really stuff. There's a concept that the Lord I want to share with the folks on moving from gift to dominion. I'm going to have some real business discussion and thing. All right. So then we have some other stuff that we want to present to folks and things. So really, really amazing.
Awesome.
All right. Let's look at some takeaway here. All right. It all begins with a mind. Wonderful. Somebody say, work on your mindset to master money. Ooh, yes. All right. Donna said, for every crisis, there's an opportunity.
Correct.
That's right. There's an opportunity. Can you see the opportunity? Can you see the opportunity? That's for somebody there. Well, that's the information. Those of you for the breakfast meeting, if you still want to be part of it, just message us. All right. So, Keyshawn, we off.
Yes, sir.
Right. Thank you for coming on.
Always a pleasure.
All right, same here, man. We're going to be back here next week, same place, same time. And those of you, before you leave, I want you to just tag someone, text someone, share this clip on your Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube page, or TikTok, share it, all right, and text someone, all right? And those of you who haven't probably subscribed yet, subscribe, click on the link and subscribe and be part of the group, the family, and then what we are building. And see you on the 22nd of June, Bon Air Community Center in Aruka, 9 a.m. Take care. All right. Blessings. All right. Blessings, everyone. You all take care.